Hello there, old friends. I'm Warren Dickman. You may know me better as WD-74 or as the old Codger of Morgan Hill, California. What I want to talk to you today about is treasure hunting, a subject that's near and dear to my heart. What you're looking at is a display of some of the treasures I've found and some of the books that I think are very important as well in this whole idea of hunting for treasure, whether it's under the ocean or buried underground. There's a lot to know about that.
This is just some of the stuff that we find out looking in the dirt. These are all Kennedy half dollars, and they're, since they're all post 1964 era, they're all worth exactly 50 cents each because they have no intrinsic value there. This is a bunch of the junk that you find, and there's a lot of that out there too. A lot of junk jewelry and stuff, and you find a lot of that. Some of it's kind of cute. Most of it has a story attached to it, and that's the amazing thing. Somebody lost this. All of these are things that were lost by some people that probably felt pretty bad about losing them, particularly when you see what some of this stuff is. There's somebody who doesn't have anything to dip his Coke with, or to cook his Coke, or whatever you do with a Coke spoon, but that's a little Coke spoon there. And these are gold. Now, most of our gold we sold when we were, when gold went up around between $800 and $900, and none of this was really old, so we sold most of it. This one here, though, is an exception. This one is engraved on the inside of it, and I don't think you can see that engraving, but I'll read it to you. It says, "From Edgar to Susie."
June 4th, 1914.
Yeah, we kept that one. That's 18 karat gold. This is a gem that the wife wanted immediately as soon as I took it out of the ground. It's a combination of gold and platinum combined together in this ring. It's a pretty little, very dainty thing. I found this about 10 feet down, and it was the faintest signal it gave me. And I kept going until I found it, and it was a beautiful little dainty wedding ring. So the wife claimed that. She claimed most of my rings. She loves the silver and turquoise, like these things. These are all silver and turquoise rings, and she loves those things. School rings, there are plenty of school rings in here. Here's one that's left over. We found this actually in California. All the rest of this was down from South Florida. This one, though, is from Livermore High School. Very small one. Must be a girl's ring, probably. But these are all buffalo nickels. As you can see, they don't survive in the ground too well. But now this stuff over here is different. These are nickels too, but these come out of the ground looking silver because these are what we call war nickels. War nickels were struck between 1942 and 1945, when there was a shortage of nickel, actually, because of all the batteries that were needed for the war. And at that time they made the nickel from a 35% silver compound. So these were in demand as by collectors afterwards, and you can dig them out of the ground all the time. Most people don't even realize what they are. But you can tell as soon as you pull them out if it has a P right above the on the reverse side, right above Monticello's dome. You'll see a P. I don't think you can see in that picture there, but there is a P there, and that's for the Philadelphia Mint, and that shows that it is a war nickel. These are Walking Liberty halves, one of the most beautiful coins ever minted in this country, and we've got several of them. Some are more beautiful than others because of the condition of them.
But you're not going to find too many people that will argue that this is indeed the prettiest thing the U.S. of A. ever minted.
A lovely lady walking in a negligee at sunrise. or sunset. I don't know which it is. All of these over here are just silver quarters. They make a nice sound, though, don't they? Don't you just love the sound of silver? It just has its own little ring to it. Then over here we've got, these are all dimes. These are mercury dimes. See what they are? These are all mercury dimes. And, whoa, what's that? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Don't go away. Whoa. That was it with the mercury dimes. I don't think I ever saw this thing. Talk about treasure hunting, and I just found a treasure right in with my own treasure that I didn't know I had. That's not a mercury dime. That is a barber dime. They were only minted up till 1916, and then the mercuries came out in 1917. Let's see what this date is here. See if I can see it. Get it in the light where you can see it too. Boy, that's in beautiful shape. That looks like it was just minted yesterday. And the date is 1916. So it's one of the last ones minted, I guess. But boy, what a treasure that is. I didn't even know I had it. But you can imagine how you feel when you pull one of these things out of the ground, but just finding it at home is even quite a thrill. How did I miss that at the time? I probably just thought it was a mercury dime and threw it in with all these mercury dimes because, you know, they're very plentiful. These are something else. These are all, look at these dimes. Aren't they beautiful? All silver dimes. I don't know how many hundred there are there, but you can see there's a lot of fun to this. And this book right here is what put me all onto it, I think. Diving to the Flash of Gold. When I read that, I was in South Florida at the time, living in Fort Lauderdale. And that book, it really got me excited about treasure hunting. Up until that time, I thought treasure hunting was just something that you read in a Robert Louis Stevenson book, Treasure Island, Long John Silver and Jim Hawkins stuff. But then I realized that it was for real. I got to reading in there. I saw the map. By the way, this is a map that all these coins are setting on. It's a treasure map that came with that book, as a matter of fact. This book over here is a book that I got so excited, my imagination ran away with me, and I started writing a book. This is a novel. This is the Iconoclast, and I'll tell you, those who have read it think it's a pretty good novel. Okay, here's the deal. Here's the book, The Iconoclast. It's a very popular novel for all those who have read it. As a matter of fact, on the back of this book, there's quite a few things that are mentioned here about the book by readers. And I'm making a special offer on this thing right now. See, this is the way the book comes. From the publisher. You'll find it in your bookstores this way. Kind of ugly when you come right down to it. I came up with this jacket arrangement, little book jacket. Started out with a sunset over the water and added in some very interesting things that has a lot to do with what the book is all about. You'll have to get the book to find out, though.
Just go to that website that should be on your screen right now. You'll be able to see just what all the readers are actually saying about the Iconoclast. You'll also be able to read the first 2 chapters of the book, and you will get all the details about that special offer for the holiday season. Think about all those friends of yours that are interested as you are in treasure hunting. There's no better gift to give them this season than the Iconoclast.